Go, go, go. We ready? All right. So I'm Roy from Dreamscape. I know some of you. Nice to meet you. Here today at the Laird booth to talk about Dreamscape products. So Dreamscape, if you don't know, we make commercial grade wall coverings. We say commercial grade because it's not really paper, it's not wallpaper. Commercial strength, very durable, tear resistant, puncture resistant. These are, you hear terms like Type 2. Type 2 describes the durability classification of a commercial wall covering. And one of the new products we have this year is actually a Type 1 commercial product, which is 13 ounces, a little bit lighter, less expensive. It's probably about 20% less expensive than our standard 20 ounce product. So point being, when you think of Dreamscape, we've got lightweight products and heavyweight products. We even have a 35 ounce product now, which is a Type 3, which is also a new product for us. We've got some nice tools that we make available to people who want to learn about our wall coverings. They feature our special effects products, as well as our standard white textures. So these are a lot of those Type 2 commercial products I was talking about. We've got textures ranging from canvas to things that look like leather, things that, look like a plaster. Lots of different textures so people can digitally print on top of the material and take advantage of the texture just to make it look aesthetically more pleasing. Special effects tend to be things that are more metallic, right? So you can print on top of a silver, a gold, a black, and we also marry some of these metallics with texture. We also have, everybody is very interested in sustainability. We've got a couple of class-leading sustainable products. One is called Terralon, which is actually in the Laird sustainable box over there. And we've got a new product called Duralon, which is right here. So Duralon would look and feel almost identical to our suede, if you're familiar with our traditional suede. But Duralon's a PVC free. So it basically can do everything our normal suede can do, but it's not PVC. So we say it's the same but different. That's kind of our tagline for that product. We're starting off with Duralon suede because suede has always been our most popular texture in these wall coverings. And with the Duralon, we started with suede, but we can make this in any texture. So if you have a customer that says, I'd love to see that in canvas or some other Dreamscape texture, we could do that with Duralon just like we can with our standard vinyl. Also new at the show, I mentioned the lightweight product. We've got a product called Mason. It's not the greatest sample, but Mason's got a really cool new texture on it. Kind of looks like a plaster wall. But if you're familiar with our 20 ounce, this should feel lighter to you. That's a 13 ounce. So this would be the Type 1 where you can't tear it, it doesn't puncture. It's not quite as strong as the Type 2, but it's about 20% less expensive. So if you have a project or a customer that's like, you know, I want to use Dreamscape, I like the texture, but I'm looking for something less expensive, that's where this will come in. Mason is the sample I'm passing around, but again, we're going to do that in the suede, matte, mystical, and canvas textures because those are our most popular. Last but not least, in terms of what's new, we have a product we call Perfect, kind of a goofy name, but we call it Perfect because it's perforated. So it's pre-perforated. So if you hold this up to the light, you'll see holes, you'll see through it. In commercial wall coverings, there are certain environments, it's breathable. So there are certain environments where people are worried about mold and mildew growing in the walls. So they'll take our product, they'll print on it, and then they have to send it somewhere to have holes punched into it. It's called micro perforation. That's very costly because you're shipping it somewhere, you're taking the risk that the product's going to get damaged. So we came up with a product that's pre-perforated, and we did all the testing to make sure that when you print on this, it still remains perforated after you print on it. So that's kind of like a money-saving solution. It's just a new option we have for people looking for breathability. And that's kind of pretty much the Dreamscape product line. I think the only thing I didn't talk about is peel and stick. So Dreamscape, especially at this show, we get a lot of interest in peel and stick. self-adhesive. So again, in the brochure, we've got a whole section that's dedicated to that. These items right down here are all self-adhesive. You can peel it off and stick it on the wall. What makes our peel and sticks maybe a little more desirable or a little more high-end than some competitive products is the thickness. Very thick. We range from 6 to 10 mils, and we have various different textures that are on there. So they're very thick, they don't tear, very forgiving. You could apply it to a wall, pull it off. You don't have to worry about damaging the wall. And if you were to make a mistake, you could peel it off, put it back on. We use a repositionable adhesive. It's fire rated, and our product is a 3-ply. So it's not actually just a piece of vinyl with a glue on the back. It's actually 3 pieces of material put together with a fabric in the center, and that's what makes it durable. So that's it. I don't know if I'm supposed to ask for questions or that's it. Good. You guys are good. You all look interested. That was amazing.
Are all of your products fire rated?